Wait, what the fuck? Hey brothers, it's your boy, me, back at it again. Just read 236554. It's pretty fucking good. I'm here to show you how to make a beat. Now, what is a beat? Beat is very nice. Today I'm going to show you guys who don't know how to make a beat, how to make a beat. Alright, let's save that for later. So first off, you want to find your DAW and open it. If you don't know, DAW means Digital Audio Workstation. My DAW is FL Studio. I like FL Studio. I don't use Ableton. Because Ableton's gay. Step 1. Drums. All you need in a beat is a kick and snare. Kick is like bam, you kick something and it makes a cool low frequency sound, kinda like a thump noise. The snare is like a drum, makes sharp, mid to high frequency sounds. The snare in some cases can be replaced with something called a clap. Claps are often used in beats people rap on. I personally don't use a lot of claps, but music is subjective and should allow people to do whatever the fuck they want. Musical scientists, however, have figured out that when the kick and the snare come together to make something, they make jiggy shit. While one can exist without the other, nothing can really be compared to a kick and snare being played together. Depending on the tempo and genre, the places where you'd hear the kick and snare could differ. In house music ranging around 120 to 128 BPM, the kick is usually placed on every beat while a clap or snare is placed on every second or fourth beat. On the other hand, the generic trap shit ranging from 130 to 180 BPM, the snare is usually placed on the third beat of the bar while the kick is placed, I don't know, anywhere, but yeah, I don't fucking know. Today, we're making generic trap shit, so this is kind of the pattern we're probably going to use. Just a little reminder, 70 BPM is the same as 140 BPM, 80 is the same as 160, and 90 is the same as 180, so on, so on. Other than the kick and snare, we can use these drums called the hi-hats. Just like the name suggests, hi-hats make a high frequency sound. This shit is used to fill in the mix where the snare doesn't hit. In generic trap shit, these hats are placed in some sort of roll where they go fuck. Since they can get repetitive, don't be afraid to fuck around with the volume, the stereo, or even the hi-hat sample in general. To make the drums sound more interesting, if you want to, use some cool percussion, add some Foley in, cool rhythmic places, be funky as fuck. It can be anything. It can be hitting something with a stick. It can be glass breaking. It can be squishy sounds from hentai. Oh fuck, I'm using that. Step 2. Bass. Bass is really fucking cool. It gives body to your beat. It's a low frequency thing, so be sure to sidechain it to your kick so their frequencies don't fuck with each other. The frequency spectrum is like GTA or some shit, I don't fucking know. I haven't played much of it. But there are a lot of gangs. Each element in your beat is a gang. Each gang has its own respective turf on the frequency spectrum. The kick, a gang whose turf resides in the low frequency, wants to be alone when it plays. The bass ideally wants to go to the kick's turf and go away when the kick isn't there anymore. When the bass and kick meet, The kick gets mad. It sounds like fucking farts and poorly recorded gunshots. Sidechain is very important here. Whenever the kick plays, the bass should immediately fucking go away. You should immediately cut the bass sound. When the kick isn't there anymore, you can let it come back. You can use a lot of ways to sidechain, automation, Fruity Limiter, Kickstarter. I don't give a shit. For the bass itself, you can go for something like a sweet and smooth Reese. You can also make it a hard, distorted, gritty saw wave or some shit. Maybe you could go something like chunky, plucky, a little bit meaty pluck. I don't fucking know. Or you could go for a standard 808. 808s are often used in generic trap shit, so yeah, let's use it. You can go for a simple approach where you only use one note, but I like my 808s spicy. I use more than one note. I use slide shit. I use more than low notes. I use a lot of high notes too. This shit makes beats interesting as fuck. 808s aren't just, whoa, this track sounds good. Nah, it can be like, holy fucking shit, what the fuck was that? Step 3, other stuff. This is mainly for the high end, so that the beat doesn't feel empty. It can be like, you know, cute 8-bit shit, or some depressing plucks and leads, or some metallic fucking growls, or, you know, my favorite cute 8-bit shit. I suggest making cool melodies using these shit. Now, let's go back to the gangs analogy I made for the bass. I know it's a terrible analogy, but bear with me. While, yes, this is in high frequency where the kick isn't in, it still gets mad at other shit for existing while it plays. I don't fucking know. While it sometimes doesn't cause any weird dissonance like in the bass, it can feel a little wrong. Sidechain the other high shit too if something feels off. And Fruity Limiter, try to use interesting effects on these kinds of elements. Reverb and delay is great. Distortion gives it a more gritty feel. And then there's lo-fi. I had no idea what this is until I opened this effector plugin in FL Studio. Ever since then, it's been my favorite effect to use on high shit. What does it do? Basically, what it does is make the audio quality with more shit. This can add to the cool, I don't conform to the norms of clean music producing type of vibe without making everything sound so fucking dissonant, and I just fucking love it. Now that you all have all your elements together, you can make your own cool fucking beat. Let's just hear this thing I made. I don't fucking know.